broken by it, but what is it like for you when you see it? And I guess I would phrase it like this: is there any other way that you would characterize this other than a cover-up?
Well, I mean, how else would one characterize it as a cover up as a cover up, you know? So they're obviously hiding a lot. I used to speak to other victims. Unfortunately, we've all been kept apart. Virginia Giffer and I used to speak often. 2 years ago, I got a message from her saying, oh, she's not using her phone anymore. I can email her through her husband's email address. So we had a few communications there, but otherwise I haven't been able to be in touch with her. They've kept most of the victims apart. Also, everyone's got to remember that there were over 200 victims, many more actually, but these are the ones with evidence, the ones who were involved in the lawsuit. I would like to know where the other 200 victims are. You know, it's very, very frightening when girls are going missing as well. Like, I mean, for God's sake, sorry to say, but Virginia Giffer was found dead. Carolyn Adriano, who testified against Ghislaine Maxwell, was found dead. Ruslana, there are many. There are at least 7 Epstein victims that have been found dead so far. I'm too frightened to even leave my house, to be honest. And I'm sure that the victims in America are even more frightened. For me, I live in Africa, so it's not as dangerous for me, you know, as other people speaking out against the FBI and the CIA, because they're all involved. Epstein told me he worked with the CIA. The FBI tried to get me there to interview me. They only wanted to interview me in person. They would not interview me over Zoom. They organized emergency visas for my son and I. They were arranging for us to be put in first class flights, 5-star hotels, but my child's father wouldn't let us travel. So thank goodness, in fact, because a lot of weird stuff happened with a lot of the girls who were interviewed by the FBI. And it's very frightening, like I said, not just for the victims, but for everyone in the world, when we're all being lied to like this.
Now, what they're trying to sell to us is that Epstein was just like a lone wolf, a lone actor, and just his own pervert pedophile with his own stash. Do you believe that? Do you believe Epstein was
No.
doing something bigger?
Well, it's a boys' club. It's a group, boys, and you know, it's a club. That's a club running that. You know, there was a lot more going on there. Also, you know, there was $1 billion worth of human trafficking transactions through Epstein and JP Morgan's accounts. $1 billion worth of human trafficking. Let me just reinforce that. JP Morgan had to pay $290 million to the Epstein victims for human trafficking. Why are the victims' names not on the flight logs? You know, apparently the lawyers took a lot of the money. I don't know the more finer details. I'll tell everyone right out right now. They gave me $1 million, which I'm very grateful for. But I'd like to know where the other victims are and why victims are being found dead. I've also heard of girls that were given settlements where it was put in a conservatorship because they're also trying to have us all see psychiatrists is what they're doing. But, you know, they're even offering free yoga and free art now. But a psychiatrist has to oversee it all. They want to get people on pills and they want them being found dead. I'll tell you that much.
Now,
And they can sue me. Well, they can't actually, because we're going to be suing them, apparently. I'm still waiting to sign on the case. Sorry.
did you spend any time on Epstein Island?
Yes. When I was taken there to model, they quickly whisked me away to the island. And then I was trapped there. I was taken to all the properties. You know, I was taken to the island, to Palm Beach, to New Mexico, to Paris, to New York. They took me to all the properties there. And, you know, before I was sent home, he told me he worked for the CIA and he had my family's name on a list. And he said that a girl accused him of rape, so he planted drugs in her apartment and had her sent to prison. You know, it was very, very obvious threats. And as a young girl from Africa, I was absolutely terrified.
Is that how they would trick these girls into going? They would say, do you want to be a model? Come out for a photo shoot?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they promised me a modeling career. And, you know, he said that his best friend, Leslie Wexner, owned Victoria's Secret. They staged a modeling casting, you know, at the Cape Grace Hotel. Bill Clinton was there. You know, they looked through my modeling book and it seemed like a very legitimate opportunity, you know, especially when Bill Clinton walked through while they were doing the modeling casting. You know, so because he was with the President of America, I assumed it was 100% legitimate.
Was
My
there?
my little boy's calling me. Sorry, I'm a single mum.
Yeah, I hear
Can
that.
you block me, or and I'll come right back. I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Take your time. All right. We're going to let her take care of that. She was joining us on short notice. Like I said, I've been trying to arrange this for quite some time, but with her situation